Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. It was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Balram and several other devotees got into a country boat to return to Calcutta. It was ebb tide in Ganges. A gentle breeze was blowing from the south, covering the bosom of the sacred river with ripples. Yem looked at the scene a long time. As the boat disappeared in the direction of Calcutta, he came back to the master. It's always a beautiful scene to look into the vast, broad river Ganga in front of Bailurmath and Dakshineshwar on the other side. It is about width maybe about half a kilometer. It is so pleasant any time, not only morning, evening or anything, all the time. It gives great joy. In the night you can see all the lights reflected above in the sky, stars shining, or moon, full moon. It's an unusual, heavenly joy. Only thing is, your mind must not be preoccupied with the worldly tensions and problems. If you are free from all things, like a sadhu sannyasi, how much you can see the monks there working from morning till night. But they don't carry anything. They do offer, wash their hands and come away. When they sleep, all files are closed. No pending. Tomorrow is a new fresh day. I have to get up and start working. They work without carrying. If we have preoccupied mind, should I do or not, this, that, so many things will be bothering us. All that will be calm and pleasant. No engagements, nothing. As the work demands, so I contribute. Otherwise, my routine will be there. Everything associated with my spiritual life. Just like people strive to make their physical life safe and prospering, same way a sadhu spends, a brahmachari spends his life in spiritual developments, spiritual attainments, physical, just to maintain the body, a little food to be put like medicine for hunger. He gives, he maintains the body in all perfect way. The exercises, this, that, everything he does, just to keep the body in safe and good way to be able to go ahead. All other works are a service unto, direct service unto God. I'm walking somewhere, I see a few leaves fallen on the road, I pick and put outside. It's a worship unto God. So joyfully, free from all worries and tension, they keep, and works will be demanding so urgently and fastly we may have to do, but mind is free, heart is free. And so everything goes on smooth, and next day, yesterday's is forgotten. and new day with new. This is what his life, a sadhu's life, is explaining how I should live in my life. That is our individual, the householders and all look at that and try to bring that. Only thing they cannot and should not is imitating their personal life. Householders have their own duties and responsibilities. Sadhus have their own duties and responsibilities. A householder cannot imitate a sadhu but take the principles and adopt in their life in a suitable way. So renunciation is renunciation of ego, renunciation of selfishness, especially in family life. Selfishness or separateness comes, there is a conflict. Break all the differences. Learn to live together. So whenever difference comes, dissolve. Anywhere, especially householders' life, we have to be very careful. Wherever we go, they must welcome us because they are the people who are able to sacrifice physically. They can give their services. They can freely go and run and do. A sadhu has to see the social customs, social acceptance of what he has to do. But householders can enter any field to serve. So they have more freedom to act. Similarly, they have some money with them, some property with them, which they can use for the services. I saw one woman recently coming and doing all the celebration with the group, and individually, about 30-40 people, she sees that everybody reaches their house because the programs will be usually end of the day and night before. By about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the night, when the sun has set and 3 hours are over, at that time they have to go back. She has her own vehicle, goes to every door, makes them enter the house and goes ahead, leaving all the whole group at her own cost. God has given her a vehicle. So that is the sacrifice she does. And how she shares all her property with others. Anybody wants a chair for a few days, some guests are coming. She has small things, a cot, a table, a chair, some stands, ladder, all these, step ladder, they have to clean. They don't use every day. So all that, whatever is there in their house, for any number of days they can take and go away and bring back and keep. So that freedom, that they have, whatever they have, they can share. Similarly, food materials and all these varieties of services they can enter and help. Sadhus are restricted. Many places where they cannot enter and work so freely. So here we see you can expand your heart to the vast level as a sannyasi does, only thinking of God and seeing divine in all, how he expands, constant expansion. He's going on expanding to the cosmic level, ultimately to be one with God. So this, he is seeing that even ocean, standing before the ocean, looking at the moon and full moon at the night, nights looking at the stars. Some people lie down on the terrace and go on clean nights, cool nights. They sleep and look at the vast sky filled with stars. These things, it is when you are in tune with nature, your divinity slowly peeps out from within. The main thing is, it is not for, in spiritual life when we come, it is not for enjoying the scene. It is for awakening the divinity within. When we are in tune with nature, the divinity slowly projects out. You feel great consolation. Oh, God has given me all this. He has not deprived me of anything. The only thing that gives trouble in our life is not poverty, not even ill health, but the mind which is attached to body or property or people. When this is given up, we can bear any pain in the body or suffering. We can undergo if mind is joyfully dwelling at the feet of God. Similarly, poverty doesn't matter. We can be contented with whatever is there. Beggars in the street, how contented they are. Small plastic tent they put in the street and start living. M looked at the scene for a long time. As the boat disappeared in the direction of Calcutta, he came back to the master. Sri Ramakrishna was going to Pine Grove. A beautiful dark rain cloud was to be seen in the northwest. Northwest means it is going to rain. It is northwest monsoon direction. Master asked him, "Do you think it will rain? Please bring my umbrella." M brought the umbrella. Reaching the Panchavati, the master said to Latu, who also accompanied him, "Why do you look so sickly?" Sri Ramakrishna is asking Latu. Latu is a young boy, a grown-up, is like a college student. One of the devotees' house, he was working like a servant, and his spiritual status was so high. Sri Ramakrishna loved him and wanted him to stay with him. So sometimes he used to, for a long time, he would and go to the master's house who is feeding him and come back and stay. So the master said to Latu, who also accompanied him, "Why do you look so sickly?" Latu, "I can hardly eat anything." Master, "Is that the only reason?" Because if mind is agitated or in tension, then whatever we eat also our body doesn't accept it because of the excessive tension in the brain. So food eats, and then body is going thinner and thinner. You give him more and more food, but still the body will not. If mind is pleasant and happy, they bloat up like a football. They start growing. How the mind and body are so interconnected. The problem with these spiritual aspirants and sadhus, is that when will I reach my goal? They'll be very anxious, just like householder is anxious to get money or wealth or enjoyments. These people are how to get rid of inner defects, inner imperfections, how to wash off the tendencies I've acquired lives after lives. So I want to purify. A thought, small thought, which is not favorable to spiritual life, small desires anytime comes up, they suffer greatly. They'll be shaken to the bottom. How did this thought come to me? Some jealousy, some hatred, some dislike, some desire to eat a sweet meat. He looks at it, and if a desire comes in, how did the desire come in my mind? So all this starts functioning, and this is, they are not worried about the material things, or the one thing is they cannot see the suffering of others. They go on, if they cannot do anything, they silently go to the shrine in the temple and pray for them. So here Sri Ramakrishna is asking, is that the only reason that you are feeling sickly? Seeing it is also bad time of the year, weather is not favorable. Are you meditating too much? This is another second question. Because some people think, I will have to meditate long hours. It is beyond their reach and capacity and is unnecessary. Because the moment we sit for meditation, all thoughts start crowding up because there is free time he is getting. And second thing is, very difficult to wipe away the thoughts. So easily it will not go because of small attachments to the world, attachments to ego. Somebody is going on giving work, going on telling they do this, do that. People get irritated because they are not accustomed and waiting for orders to be accomplished. There are some people who just waiting for others to give them, ask them to do. They'll be continuously working. Still, if anybody, they don't have time. If anybody comes and gives a work, you will say, I will somehow adjust and finish and give you. They are eager to do. That kind of, as if they are waiting for work. Some people are trying to avoid. No, this much is sufficient for me. I cannot do this, I cannot do that. So these things act on their bodily existence. Similarly, the meditation, which is beyond their limits. Now, meditation, should we not meditate? Yes, you have to meditate, you have to do japa. In the beginning, short periods, but intense. 15 minutes of meditation, 15 minutes of japa. Even less, 5 minutes of meditation, 5 minutes of japa. The 5 minutes, no other thoughts. You are alone. No thought. That is time given to God, and it is in privacy. All doors are closed for that 5 minutes. I and my Ishtadevata. Only two. After 5 minutes, come back. Similarly, I am doing meditation. It is not how much time you sit, but how much time you have dissolved all the external awarenesses and you only presence of God and yourself. How the saints just imagine themselves to be keeping their head on the lap of God and holding them and just calmly, peacefully enjoying the presence of God. And slowly God starts responding to their feelings. So this 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, then again come out. Doesn't matter. It is not the number of hours that you spend, but how much clarity, how much sincerity, how much devotion, how much of commitment you are able to offer there. That counts. And rest of the day, maintain meditative awareness. You are working in the office, you are working at home, you are doing cooking, washing, this, that. At that time, as if you are meditating and you are feeling the living presence of God wherever you go, whatever you are doing. Just like a mother who has given birth to a child, infant, is there, she has put in the cradle, she'll be working, but her attention is always on that baby she has put in the cradle and go. If the child weeps, she immediately runs there. If for a long time, if child doesn't weep, still she runs and says, why did my child not weep? Because in mind, that child is there. Anything happening to my child, anything happening to my child. It is not able to tell, it is not able to express, it is not able to recognize. So that attention, how it will be, like that concern and attention is on the inner awareness is filled with divine, external body and mind is working. This is meditative awareness. Meditation gives small fruit you, but meditative awareness is what is going to lead you forward, and it is 1 hour of meditative awareness is equal to our present state of mind sitting for hours together. Because in sitting for hours together, so many thoughts, he is fighting with thoughts and this, that, his time is being wasted and no work is going on. But while working to think, always remember one formula. When you are sitting for meditation, work or the external things should not come to your mind. And when you are working in the external world, you should not forget God. Then your clock is working perfectly. When you are working outside, external work, then you should not forget God. When sitting for meditation, thought of the world should never come to you. This you have to, just like how the anti-missile will be, every moment it is alert. Years may pass, no war was there, but the anti-missile is waiting every moment, anything coming anywhere, it will immediately shoot forth. Like that, when sitting for meditation, the viveka must be so alert that a remote thought about to enter your mind, mind in mind, other than thought of God is just germinating. Immediately it has to be eliminated. No, I am sitting for meditation. No other thoughts. Doors are closed. So that alertness, it makes us fast growth. Within 3 years, a person can easily just doing all the works and keeping meditative awareness and meditating for 5 minutes in the morning and evening. He can get the spiritual awakening because his awareness is filled with divine. What we do is, our awareness will be filled with work and activities and not with God. Work and activities must be there in a remote, because most of the things, whatever we do, is repetitive work, monotony. So it will, without paying attention, it will go on. Whether it is sweeping or cooking, it will go on smoothly. So Sri Ramakrishna is asking, are you meditating too much? Are you meditating too much? Because this meditating too much becomes a strain. It becomes, I'm not able to achieve anything. I'm not able to. The desired goal, you will not be able to reach. It has to grow from within, slowly, like baby growing in the womb, chick growing in the egg. And when the chick is fully grown, it opens up. This is what Sri Ramakrishna calls time na, shomai na hole, hobe na. Till the time, if the time is not ripe, it will not happen. Go on doing like the chick is growing inside the egg. Go on, one day, it will, the darkness in which the chick is there, covered by the egg, unknown to it. It was only aware of its subject. It was not aware of the world, external. And when it is fully grown, the shell breaks and the chick is out to see the new world. Same thing in the spiritual life. With meditative awareness, you'll be moving about. So, Sri Ramakrishna, are you meditating too much? You have to reduce. It is called Madhyapanta, balanced way of going. In Bhagavad Gita, it says, Mitahara viharasya. Mitahara vihara. Food, balanced food. How much to take, what to take, balanced. And when to take, balanced. So all these, we are moving about in the world. Activities, too much of activities, too much of meditation, too much. It is, Buddha says it is like tuning the veena. If you stretch more, the string will break. If you stretch less, it will not give you the proper sound at all. It must be tuned in such a way it neither breaks nor loosens. It must be in proper tension. So work, sadhana also, no extremities. In everything, middle path, safe and going on. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.